It's that time of the week again, NBA Rapid Fire, brought to you by Picks and Parlays, of course.
We've got a promo code. The code is SNOW for 20% off the entire site at picksandparlays.net.
I'm Allie Byrne. I've got Craig Trapp with me today. How's it going, Craig?
Excited. A big day in the NBA. And, we have no football this weekend, but we're going to build our bankroll for the big game just over a week away.
Yes, it is exciting. Everyone is all abuzz about it. But right now, we're talking NBA. We're getting down to NBA business. Are you ready to fire away?
Let's do it.
We're going to start out with the Cavs at the Knicks. This game's a pick'em, and the total is 206.
Well, the Knicks opened as a 1.5 point favorite, bet immediately to that pick'em. I guess you have to look at this Cavs team. They had the two impressive wins against the Nets. Then they got drilled by the Celtics. Then they came back, impressive win against the lowly Pistons. And now they face a Knicks team that's coming off that long road trip. So I think that's why the Cavs got the money. But to me, the Cavs have not been near the team on the road. That one beatdown they got was against the Celtics on the road. So I think you take the Knicks here at the pick'em. I think the original line was probably about right. I think the Knicks defense under Tom Thibodeau is the key to this team. And at home, they're a much better team, I think. Let's take the Knicks to win outright in this one.
Up next, we've got the Bucks at the Pelicans. Bucks are the favorite, -6.5, and the total is 228.5. What do we do?
Well, the Pelicans, how about the whole roster's basically on the trade block? Well, maybe not the whole roster. Not Zion, not Crawford, but it sounds like Ball is definitely on the trade block. Redick, that old Duke guy that, of course, Allie loves her Duke guys, on the trading block. And, I don't know what you think about this Pelicans team, but to me, they just don't play any defense. They just play on one side of the floor. Milwaukee is a high-scoring team. I think you take the over in this one, 228.5. I think that's an easy play. I wouldn't talk anybody off Milwaukee because Milwaukee's just on a different stratosphere than a Pelicans team that kind of just plays when they want to play.
We've got the Nets at the Thunder. Nets are -8.5 on the road. 229 and a hook is what we're dealing with here.
Well, since the big three, or the new big three, I guess everybody, that's what they're calling them, since the Nets got all them back, they have not really played that well. And they face a Thunder team that's been pretty good against the spread, 10-7 against the spread on the year. So I think I would take the Thunder getting all these points. Everybody thinks, oh, well, just because you have all this talent on offense that you're going to be able to just go out and blow people out. But in the NBA, everybody's pretty good on offense. Even the Thunder that's not supposed to be very good this year have shown at times they can score. So let's take all the points. Give me almost a double-digit home underdog. I'm going to take the Thunder here at the 8.5. I even see some 9s out there, so make sure you shop that around.
All right, we've got the Nuggets at the Spurs. Nuggets -3.5, 224.
Well, when you look at the Spurs team, they've had some really highs lately and some really lows. Winning against the Celtics last time out, I think you have to be impressed with that. But they've also went to Golden State and got absolutely never were in that game within the last week and a half. I mean, so which Spurs team are we going to see? They are a little better at home, especially recently. But to me, you have to take the hottest team in the NBA right now. Outside of the Jazz is this Nuggets team. And I'm going to take the Denver Nuggets minus the 3.5 here. I just think sometimes you have to ride these really hot teams. I mean, the Nuggets have been good on the road all year, 7-2 straight up, 6-3 against the spread. Let's take the Nuggets minus the 3.5. Also think the over is not a bad play here as both these teams can really score. And I love, since Porter came back for Denver, I just think it gives them another scoring option. He's not as much pressure on Murray and Jokic.
Well, speaking of that best team in the NBA, I've got the last one for you. Mavericks at the Jazz. Jazz are the favorite at home, -4. We don't have a total out on that one yet. What do you got?
You won't see in the NBA many times that a team is 10-0 and against the spread in their last 10 games, but that's the case. The Jazz have been absolute money as of late. I mean, even they were losing, I think, 8 points as a double-digit home favorite against the Knicks earlier this week. Came back and won and covered that game. So, I mean, sometimes even when they don't play their best for half the game, they still could turn it on late. I think the Jazz, you just have to continue to ride the Jazz. Sometimes these hot teams, you just ride them. The Mavericks need another offensive weapon to go along with Luka. Hopefully they'll get that at the trade deadline. I mean, there's some guys out there that I think could be a nice, 6-man type role. They could use that. But until they get that, I just think you're asking too much of Luka. I'm going to take the hot Utah Jazz to cover here.
That is your NBA Rapid Fire for Friday, January the 29th. Let's make some cash. Thanks, Craig.